Welcome, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a pants off party. Wow, it is so hot. I am just kicking it in my undies today. So get comfortable, people, okay? This is very interesting. I've never done a reading with no bottoms on. Bottoms off, bitches. Here we go. Take what resonates and discard what doesn't. What up, JK? Hope you're having a great day. I actually wasn't even going to go live today. Then my sister left, and the house kind of cooled down, so I'm like, you know what? Let's have energy readings. Oh man, I'm not even wearing any jewelry. What the fuck? Weird. I never do these readings without jewelry on. I feel naked. All right, I'm gonna roll the dice. Resonates and discard what doesn't. Cancer energy, third house. And Mars. Oh, is that Venus? That's Venus. That's Venus. Mars has been showing up recently, but now Venus is showing up. So it's almost like the masculine's been showing up, now the feminine showed up. Third house, communication. There could be some communication coming in regarding your family, some type of inheritance, money. I just heard money laundering. Okay, that's not really inherited money. That's somebody moving money around and doing shit with money they're not supposed to. So, money laundering. Okay, so I don't really think this is a good... I was going to say, I don't really think this is a good movie. I think this is a bad one. Like, why are we all of a sudden doing movies here? All right. Fucking around with money. Ooh, I was hearing this verse. The world brought me to my knees. What have you done, you? So this is somebody's betrayal. Somebody betrayed you. Somebody... possibly even somebody you value did something snaky with your money. Or I don't know if it's regarding money. Let's see. Venus has some shit to do with money because it's contracts. So everybody wants their piece of the pie. No, absolutely not. Okay, so somebody is... I heard contesting. So they could be contesting something. Actually, my sister and I were talking about this today. We drove by her old father-in-law's house, and I flipped it off right away. I was like, oh, I guess this motherfucker did something. And then I remembered, just as my sister's divorce finalized, her husband's father's dad passed away, and in that inheritance of his father was my sister's name in that will. Now, I don't know exactly what they did. They could have contested it. They could have went to court. I don't know, but my sister never received that money. And it's something that we've completely forgotten about now, because it's like, why live in the past of what somebody did to you? If they contested it, they contested it. If they stole it, they stole it, whatever it is, right? It wasn't our family. It wasn't her family, immediate family anyway. So she kind of felt like there was really nothing that she could do about it. And it was just more or less like, wow, you know, like I'm sure that man left that money to help them, which means her ex just used it, probably invested it in something. He's a horrible investor. He invests a lot of his money, a lot of his drug money into companies because he's dirty. And these companies now have flatlined on him, a lot of them. He went into snacks. He went into like the candy district, and I don't know really what made him go into candy, considering he's an illegal drug dealer, and people don't buy candy. There's not really exactly a market for candy unless you're the Illuminati and you own it all. People aren't going to come buy your candy, okay? You're not Willy Wonka. You're not a convenience store. You don't also have cigarettes. No one's going to take their kid there to get fucking junk food. Okay, it just doesn't happen. So he's now lost like 2 or 3 businesses that he's invested, you know, probably over $150,000, maybe $200,000 in, and lost it all. Which means whatever little bit of money that could have helped my sister, he frauded into a company and already lost it. Okay, so this, no, absolutely not. I feel like if somebody did fuck with your money, the thing is that the universe allowed you to sacrifice a certain something, okay, fill in the blank. It was a sacrifice. You deliberately gave it up. You know, I like to tell the Bible story of the 2 women that lie about this baby being theirs, and they bring it to God or Jesus or some type of disciple or angel or something, and they're like, this is my baby, and the other woman's like, this is my baby. So whoever the fuck they were talking to in the Bible, okay, was like, fine, fuck you, I'll cut the baby in half then. You take one and you take the other. And the real mother says, fuck no, you don't touch my kid. Let this lady have this baby as long as my son doesn't get cut in half, as long as my daughter doesn't get cut in half. God goes, that's the mother. Because the other mother was like, fine, I'll take my half. Cut that baby in half. I want the top end. I want the pretty half, right? That's not a mother. A mother wouldn't agree to dismantle, dismember, break apart something that she created, that she loves, that she's, you know, a fucking bear over protecting just to prove a point. Okay, when you get into that circumstance where you have to prove a point to somebody, I don't possibly believe that you've passed the lesson yet. Okay, because to prove somebody wrong, why? If they have something to say wrong about you, just fucking let them say it. Does it really matter? I watched a man bitch out, I don't know, probably 10,000 people because he wanted to say one thing to one person. Instead of addressing it to that one person, he said it to everybody, humiliating himself in the process. Because now you just aired your dirty laundry everywhere for people to see. Why? To prove a point? To prove that you're a prick? That you're 12 years old? That you have a voice? That you can talk back? That you can fuck too? Like, again, very childish mentality where grown-ups kind of just go, all right, you need me to prove it? I'll be over there, because, like, you either give me the job and I'll prove it by getting paid, or you walk away, you make the dumb decision, and I'll move on and find something else. We're not in a position anymore now to be fucking with people, okay? You want to fuck with somebody, you go right ahead. You have all the fucking power in the world, okay? You can go fuck with somebody, but honestly, that just proves that you're not in your energy. Okay, I was working with this man recently, and he was supposed to flip to the positive side of everything, right? And I say supposed to kind of very loosely because he was in the middle of a test, and usually when people are just about to take that test, they see me, they meet me, okay? And this test that they have to do, I'm like the pre-test, I'm like okay, I'm right in front of you, I'm gonna tell you some shit, right? when the real test comes, you'll know. And this man failed miserably. And it was so sad to see, because I finally thought, you know, something's working. He's going to see the positive spectrum of this. That's where he wants to go. He's told himself a million times he wants to move into the positive, right? He's telling everybody else he's evolving and moving into the positive, and then boom, something negative happens and he slips right into that blackness. He goes right back under the radar, goes right back into covert narcissist, goes right back into everything that he just said he wanted to walk away from. Everything he just said that he was too good to be anymore. One person does one thing, fucks him up completely, almost sends him into the past completely. And then that's where he picks up the gun and starts shooting, but doesn't realize he's in present day. Those guns he's shooting, those people he's shooting at, they did that shit years ago. There's nobody doing that shit to him right now. Why is he grab the gun and automatically go to shoot? You can say PTSD, you can say the past, you can say, but at the same time, if you're trying to change, you can't be changing staring in the past. You can't be walking into your future backwards. You got to concentrate on the future. The future's going to be hazy. Future's going to be scary. Future's going to be full of fucking roads and dips and curves and dives and shit that you don't know about. But the whole point in turning into the positive is to make it a positive. Yeah, you might not know it. Yeah, you might not be able to control it. Yeah, there might be things that pop up, but you're supposed to be prepared for that shit because you just lived 20, 30, 40 fucking years. Okay, you just prepared yourself, but you failed. You fucking failed because you couldn't step into the future. You stepped into the past where everybody was fucking with you because one person said something, which means those triggers that are holding on to him will not let him go to his future because he allows them to pull him back, right? It's that energy of haste, of anger, right? That's not moving on. That's not somebody in a positive energy. That's somebody angry and haste, mad, wants to completely confront these people, but yet says it to everybody else. Right? And I said to myself, you know, like when I see people lash out irrationally, because that's what it's, lashing out irrationally, and eventually you will see that. When you do that to a group of people and you say, well, I'm only pointing it to one person. Yeah, well, 20 people just heard you. So do you maybe want to go around to those 19 people that heard you yell something very fucking offensive and thinking it's to them? Maybe go, hey, by the way, that wasn't to you, because you couldn't tell off the one fucking person that really deserves it. You hit a bunch of other people with your bullshit, right? That's what we're trying to move out. That's what you need to move out of. You can't take, you know, the fact that somebody slapped you in the face the night before, take it out on a bunch of people that you see the next day. Fucking deal with it then. It's in the past. Don't bring it into the future. But people have a tendency to bring their past into their future. Okay? And it's a part of trauma. It's a part of trauma. You know, it's a part of abuse. It's a part of what we go through. Sometimes we torture ourselves, whatever it is. I mean, it's different for everybody. Okay? But if you are trying to evolve to the future, looking to the past on how you used to do things and searching the past and opening up those wounds because one little thing just triggered you to rip open 17 stitches might tell you that there's something that you've buried inside of you that is making you act out in a certain way because you won't outgrow it. It's like almost toddlers in their terrible 3s, terrible 2s. They're so angry, right? Because they can't speak properly. They can't do anything properly. They're being told to stop doing this, stop doing that, stop doing this. No, 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 no. Their brains just overload. Right? Stop telling me no. Stop telling me I can't do this. Stop telling me I can't go there. Stop telling me I can't go there. It's like this vicious cycle. Don't tell me no, because I'm going to act out irrationally because I haven't dealt with the fact that somebody told me no, and I still don't understand that it's a yes. And they can't tell me no anymore. I'm not a baby. Can't tell me no anymore. I'm not 2 years old. Can't tell me no unless the actual fucking reason really is no. It just can't happen. Don't tell me fucking no, right? It's like a trigger for somebody. And listen, bro, you need to learn no means no, okay? Okay? You need to learn that. That shouldn't bother you when somebody tells you no. To act out irrationally afterwards, again, figure out your childhood trauma. Okay, because goddamn, somebody has got some fucking shit from their past. Like, I mean, it's bleeding all over this reading. Okay, there's Scorpio energy here. Okay, it's in reverse. They won't look at it. They won't deal with it. They won't let it try to change them. They won't use it to their advantage, right? Like victims who survive something, they use that. They use that as the fuel to continue, to motivate others to keep going. Oh, okay, so you might have been, fucked up until you were 17. Guess what? So was I. This is what I do. Do you want to live together? Do you want to do this together? Do you want to just live in happiness together and fuck all these people that try to kill us all the time? It's a positive. A positive reacts towards a positive. A negative is going to react towards a negative. If you're trying to go into positive while releasing negative, those negatives, they're not going to want to give up on you. They're going to pull at you. They're going to pick at you. They're going to do shit to you. So you come back over to their side because they want you over there. Because they don't want you happy. They don't want you smiling. They don't want you in a good mood. They're angry. They're pissed off. They just lost sleep. They have to go to work. They have to pay their bills. They're angry. You just broke up with them. You just fucked with them. Have some sympathy sometimes for other people. When you say no to them, when you back away from them, when you do something, that might hurt others to just snap back at them because they have a reaction to what you did. People, they're allowed to have a reaction, but you're going to let it stop you completely because somebody has a reaction to something that you do, then you're not confident in what you're doing because you're letting somebody stop you. Okay? You need to walk away because somebody's having a serious fucking mental breakdown because they're exhausted. They're exhausted from fighting themselves. Okay? Like they're fighting everybody. Seven of Wands. Like somebody just is fighting everybody. They're so defensive that they don't realize that there are people that are trying to help them. But they see it as, no, you're not. You're trying to fuck with me. No, you're not. You're yelling at me. No, man, I'm just trying to talk to you. But there's other people yelling at you and you won't shut that door. You won't, put that call on hold. So you hear them yelling at you while I'm just trying to talk to you, right? People overlap microphones. They overlap, schizophrenic moments where they can hear more than one voice going on in their head and they think it's theirs. They think they're being attacked by somebody and then they feel like a bag of shit because they did something, but they won't accept responsibility for it because somebody's angry at them and their ego won't let them just say sorry because somebody's mad. Okay, well, if you're mad at me, I'm going to be mad at you then. Well, I have a fucking right to be mad at you. So now you're going to just get mad at me because I'm mad at you? What the fuck? Again, okay, throwing something back in your face because they just won't say, I'm sorry. They just won't say, man, I'm sorry, I fucked up. Like, I really fucked up. Like, right? It's going to be, oh, I said I'm sorry and you should just forgive me already. And if you don't forgive me, then fuck you and fuck everybody around you. Wow. Okay. Again, a little like, whoa. Calm down. Rewind. Put the alcohol bottle down. Okay. Put the substance abuse down. Put the microphone down. Okay. This isn't going down the way that somebody thinks it is. They're putting other shit, and this is displacement. We do talk about displacement every now and then because it is a bitch and people don't even really know when they're suffering from it because they see themselves so angry about something because something's in front of their face, but they don't realize that the thing that's triggering them in their face is something that's from the past. You only have triggers from the past. Okay, triggers don't just pop up in front of you just to fuck with you, okay? They're stemmed from something. It's a trigger, it's a pull, okay? You pull the gun, you pull, something comes out, right? There's a trigger for a reason, okay? Somebody needs to figure that out and do some serious fucking detective work, bro, on what the fuck is up your ass. Okay, like what is going on with you that makes you lash out irrationally to people that are just have they have a fucking reason to get mad at you. They have a right to get mad at you. You're a fucking narcissist and you say no one's allowed to get mad at you because of this happened to you and this happened to you. Okay, but you were also a fucking prick that just cut somebody off. So instead of talking about your past as to why you just cut somebody off, how about you just apologize to the car that you just cut off and stop talking about the past? Oh, this guy back there, he cut me off, so then I had to come cut you off. No, dude, no. Stop chain reacting the fact that you can't say, I'm sorry, I did something. Break the chain. There's a very, very healthy pattern in somebody, and they like to blame the person before them. They like to blame the one around them. They like to put something on somebody else, so then they don't got to say I'm sorry. So then they don't got to prove that they really love you, that they really appreciate you, because then they can just throw PTSD in your face, and then you feel bad for them. That's a narcissist, okay? Putting shit in your face, and now they completely defeats the purpose that they just fucked you over, because now okay, so now you were raped. Okay, so now we have to talk about what happened to you 20 years ago because you just fucking fucked me up and did something to me. But now it's gonna be my fault because I have a reaction because I'm upset, and you can't take that upset, right? And those are covert narcissists. Those are narcissists that they really hide right in front of you, okay? They do. They make it seem like they care, but only when you have a problem. Once you have a problem, now they'll say that they care because you just arose a problem, which they can't admit that there is one, so they're going to keep playing the game. Bitch, there is no fucking game. It's over, okay? It's called Tell the Truth or Your Ass is Fucking Grass. Look at that scam. It's a fucking scam. There's a huge warning. Fuck around, find out. Keep doing the scam. I mean, nobody can tell you not to do it. All they can say is fuck around, find out. Fuck around, find out. Fuck around. Keep fucking around. Keep finding out. Keep doing it the dirty way. Keep doing it the way that you know it doesn't work, but you're going to keep doing it because you're a fucking prick. You know what I mean? And you got something to prove, right? And you know what I got too? So there's, you know the movie Southpaw? Okay, so you know how he becomes like super attached to the boxing guy, Hunter or Hunting, what's his fucking name? The big guy, the big black guy. Forrest Whitaker. Thank you if somebody just said it. Okay, so you know how he gets like super attached to that guy? Okay, well last night I was literally laying in bed and I saw the part where he's at the bar, where he walks in, he finds, Tick Wells, okay? He finds Tick sitting in the bar, and Tick goes, because he won't admit what he did that involved his wife dying. He will not admit that it was his anger that pulled that trigger, okay? He did it. He killed his wife, but he keeps trying to say the other guy did it because the other guy pulled the gun. He did it. He pulled the trigger. He did it. Your wife told you to leave. She told you to turn around, walk away, be the bigger person. You started the fight that caused the death. Admit that you were wrong, okay? But he won't admit it. He keeps saying, well, this, well, that. This guy killed my wife. I didn't do anything. Stop saying I did something. And he throws the chair and he leaves. And then he comes back and he's like, okay. And he tries to talk again, but he still doesn't get it. He doesn't get what Tick is saying to him. He doesn't get the fact that, no, okay, physically you didn't do anything. We understand that, okay? Physically you didn't have the gun. Physically. But mentally, you fucked with that guy. Mentally, you started a fight. Mentally, you came in with a fucked up intention that got somebody killed. Just admit it, because the second you admit it, you're going to free yourself. You're going to free yourself from sitting under that lie, from sitting under that coffin, okay, from sitting under that grave that keeps telling you didn't do anything, but yet you know you fucking did. Stop playing victim. Yes, we understand. You were probably a victim in another phase of your life. Okay, we get that. But don't play the victim in a fucking offense that you know you did just to make people feel sorry for you. This isn't the I'm sorry game. Oh, please feel sorry for me. I'm crying. What the fuck are you talking about? Wipe your goddamn tears and tell me what the fuck happened. This isn't fucking the Y&R. This isn't fucking the classics on TV right now. We're not watching a romantic story. We're talking about somebody seriously fucking with people because they won't look at their own subconscious as to why they won't grow up, okay? Because somebody, whether or not this is somebody you're dealing with, because this could be somebody you're directly dealing with, okay? Could be 47 years old, acts like he's 9, okay? The temper tantrums, the running away, the non-communication, right? All that shit just leaks immaturity. It leaks narcissism. It leaks red flags. Okay, and to sit there and keep entertaining somebody who knows they're fucking using you, who knows that they're using something as a crutch so you won't get mad at them? Is that really somebody you want around? Because if it is somebody that constantly plays mind games and makes it seem like they're the fucking most perfect person in the world, sure. But that's also called an enabler. Okay, when you get to that point in your life where you're enabling somebody to be such a fucking entitled brat, I was like, I know, Spirit, you really want me to say that, right? Don't be surprised if you end up on the bench, okay, with a prosecutor fucking yelling at you and that person sitting on the bench about to go to jail. Because you enabled them, honey. You enabled them to act like an asshole. You enabled them to beat your kids. You enabled them to do things around you when you were the adult and you were supposed to stop them because you know what's right and what's wrong. Don't act like somebody beating their kid in front of you is just okay if you don't beat your kids. But that's not your situation. No, but you're an adult and you're watching it. Therefore, you were supposed to do something about it. You don't want to do anything about it. That's fine. But then don't call yourself a good parent when a child is suffering in front of you, although it's not yours, and you still choose to do nothing. Right? That's not maternal instincts. That's not acting like an adult. That's slipping into your own childhood psychosis, acting like you're there in the past, attacking everybody, and then you come into your adult body again. Right? Like, is somebody a fucking time traveler? Genie? Okay, because I'm starting to think maybe it's possible, you know, with all this time jumping and all this going back and forth from, 9 years old to 40 years old, it seems fucking exhausting. Somebody really needs to balance themselves out, okay, between the hot and the cold, because they're getting warnings about something. And I feel like if you don't walk away from this person, they could really hurt you. This could go a really bad way. Like, you could lose your kids for dating somebody that, if you don't know that they have a criminal record and they were a pedophile and you left them alone with the guy, like, you could get in fucking trouble if you don't look at some of the people you decide to bring into your bed. I'm literally watching this show called Deadly Dates. Okay, and it really pisses me off because so many people on this show, when they're talking about the deceased, okay, they're saying things like, oh, they were looking for love. Oh, we just wanted to support them. Oh, we knew that it was super dangerous, but she really wanted love and she wanted to meet somebody and fall in love. So we just didn't say anything and then she ended up dead. Okay, you want to be that person that says nothing to the fucking super freaky fucking serial killer that picked up your best friend to go on a date? You go right ahead. Don't say anything. But maybe you were that person that was supposed to say something. Maybe you were standing there at that exact time, so then you could say something because you're the big mouth that always says something. And then you're like, no, I'm not going to say anything. Boom, somebody dies. Okay, whatever this is, it kind of seems like death is like around. Okay, and it is right here. Although death doesn't always mean what we think it means. It doesn't always have to be so tragic. Okay, look at Messages from Beyond. Okay, I really do feel like this is a very higher power kind of message of somebody that is fucking around so bad, okay, that you're going to end up the scam. Okay, you're going to end up in jail. You're going to end up in prison. Look at it. It says imprisonment right there. One of the first cards at the top. Okay, imprisoned because you played God. You let your ego live up to its fucking high and mighty, okay? You didn't review the case. You didn't go over everything you were supposed to go over. Because somebody, let me tell you, they are hiding something very, very important from somebody. And I feel like it's a very huge piece of information, okay? For instance, Britain and Wales, I didn't know where it was, but Britain and Wales, they have a law passed that if you feel like you are dating somebody that is dangerous, you are allowed to apply to look at their record to see if they do have a criminal record, if they do have something that is hiding in there that's abusive or stalkerish or possible murder or possible murder held up for and questioned regarding this, right? You can actually look that shit up because there are a lot of people that are fake, frauds, people that you meet. And then a lot of it too was over the internet, meeting people over the internet. The internet gives you this false hope that you know people because you can see their life and you can see them talking and you can see their pictures. You think, oh, I know this person because I know them online. When you don't know that that's even a real profile. You don't know, like, there are people that police have found that have multiple, okay, social media sites, not just one profile, not just two, multiple, 5, 6, 7 different profiles, stalking your ass, watching you from this corner, that corner, this. Yeah, I guys told you, I've got somebody on my phone right now. I don't know who the fuck it is. I've got this other person that, honestly, every time they message me, it's about something that I just did in real life. And I'm starting to think that that's my stalker because they're putting these little things in their messages. And they wrote a message to me today and it was something that I had just done. And I went, like, are you watching me? And I actually feel like they are. So I think I know who the stalker is now. I don't know who they are in real life, but I know who they are that's playing on this social media site, acting like they're a woman. Okay, like they're a young girl, and they're not. Okay, they are not a young girl. They try to misspell things. They also try to say that she's in a different race, right? Kind of throw me off things, right? So, I mean, watch for that. Watch for that. If there's a certain account that makes you kind of like go like, okay, that's a warning. So there's, because the universe will show you red flags. Same with this person. Okay, like if you're online, and I'm not trying to knock online dating. I'm not trying to knock what you're doing or anything, but just recognize the fact that there are so many people that lie about that shit, especially if they're super eager to meet you. That's usually a fucking red flag. Okay, like eager to meet you, eager to meet up really quick, right? Eager to come to your house, right? Eager to get you alone. Those are that massively red flags. Even if you have talked to them on the internet a million fucking times, guess what, hon? Catfishing is a real thing. Okay, it's a real fucking thing, and it hits people. Boundaries. You gotta put those boundaries up. I really feel like somebody is about to get hurt. Okay, like you're about to let the wrong fucking person into that salt barrier. Okay, and it might appear as a young man, and it's really an old man. And there was, back to that deadly date. So the one that I was talking about, this young girl, Carly, she keeps thinking that she's met this boy of her life named Brandon. And then the stepfather comes over and said, because Brandon's busy. So this woman lets the stepfather of a boy that her daughters never even met come over for her birthday party and spend the night because her daughter is smitten and she's in love. And Brandon didn't exist. Okay? He's a figment of fucking imagination. That mom was so suckered into that. Oh, you need love. Oh, you need love. You know, my stepmother, I told you guys this. My stepmother, okay, she used to basically, because I didn't have a lot of friends and I was single for quite a long time, she said that was unhealthy, that I was single. And she said people need friends and they need this and they need that and you need to get out there. You need to go dating. And like I was the fucking farthest from needing a date or a boyfriend in my life. And there she was basically telling me that I was a fucking loser, that I was nothing. I'm going to amount to nothing. You should see how people really see you. You're single. Okay. Our whole family is wondering what the hell it is you're doing with your pathetic life. Like the things that used to come out of her mouth as if I need a boyfriend because I'm not normal because I want to be single. You know, people can be single, right? Okay, having a boyfriend or having a girlfriend doesn't make you who you are. It just makes life a little fucking easier for you sometimes. You know what I mean? An orgasm's a little easier to come by. But it certainly doesn't make you a woman or a man or more important in life if you have a spouse. The reason why she was telling me to get a spouse was because she didn't want me around her spouse anymore, which was my own father. Okay, right? So what up, Steven? Okay, so these are some serious red flags. Like from the second, you know why I was totally fucking did not want to do this reading, and this is why. Because it's not a good reading. Somebody is so fucking full of shit, their eyes are literally brown, or they're dark, or they're turning dark. You know what I mean? Learn more about each other in reverse. You see? It's almost as if somebody doesn't want to get to know somebody. They just want to meet them right away. They just want to jump in bed with them right away. They just want to fuck them right away, or they just want to land them right away. It's because it's a fucking lie. It's a scam. Okay, those mail order brides and shit, they're fucking scams. Okay, isn't some lady over the internet that you can pay for that's gonna fucking love you to pieces and it be authentic? It's a scam. Okay, scam, scam, scam. You want something authenticious, you gotta fucking wait for it. Okay. Oh man, I was watching this thing with Slane today. You guys know I love Slane. And he's getting this interview done, and the interviewer goes, "Getting down and authenticous with Slane." I was like, that authenticous is good. That is gonna follow him around for the rest of his life. Okay. Again, if you haven't seen The Town, please watch it so then you know when I talk about it. I'm trying to make this shit sound authenticious. You're the one that's got it all fucked up. Okay? Yeah, see? Try to make this shit sound authenticious. You're the one that's got it all fucked up. Someone's got it all fucked up. And they're trying to make it seem like they're authenticious. They're trying to make it seem like they're the most authentic fucking one that ever walked into the room. Blah, blah, blah. No, you're fucking not. Get over it. Okay? You possibly could be if you stop eating shit and pouring it out to everybody like a fucking liar does. And, you know, cut open your fucking wrists and bleed to everybody that you just fucking lied to, then maybe we'll take you seriously. But that's the thing. You know, once somebody fucks up, and I mean, once they fuck up, like they lie, they disrespect, then that's it. Don't keep giving people, you know, like chance after chance after chance after chance, because what you're saying to yourself is, yeah, by the way, you can totally disrespect me and you know, I'll just forgive you. Don't worry. And I mean, I will get mad at you because I'm a fake, but you can just disrespect me again and then I'll get mad at you. But the second you buy me something or give me some flowers or make me feel better or lick my pussy, don't worry, I'll forgive you again. That is a pushover. That's you saying, by the way, you're allowed to do whatever you want as long as you satisfy me afterwards. So fucking disrespectful. Okay? So disrespectful. All right? It's the same as, like, you know, being a male nudist or a feminine nudist and saying it's your feminine energy that makes you take your clothes off. No. It's the masculine energy that's making you take your clothes off and humiliate you. Because a man would humiliate a woman. A woman wouldn't humiliate herself. Not in her right energy. But a male would humiliate. And a woman will humiliate if she's her masculine energy. Because the masculine's taking over like an asshole would, telling her to humiliate people around her and herself and disrespect herself. Okay, so there's definitely disrespect here. And possibly somebody's saying it's divine, you know, like your partner putting up arguments with you and putting up your personal history. That's invasive. That's disrespectful. What happens between a relationship should stay in the relationship. Why the fuck do you go out and tell people what the fuck just happened with you and your fucking girlfriend the night before? Why don't you just keep it to your fucking self? When you want to gossip, you will. But you realize with that gossiping, you're exploiting. Okay? So if you're out there talking shit about your boyfriend or what your boyfriend did to you on the weekend or what your boyfriend did to you last week, you're exploiting him. You're exploiting him. You're exploiting your relationship and you're disrespecting it. You realize that when you really get a good artist, okay, one that can really write, when they write about people they don't like, you won't even know. Because they'll write it as an analogy like a car breaking down all the time or a flower dying all the time. They won't outright say, oh, this woman ruined my life. They'll say a car ruined my life. A story ruined my life. Let me take you down this road where this one time I got killed and came back to life. You wouldn't know it was about somebody specific because they don't throw that dart right at the fucking person's head and go, here, by the way, this is who I'm aiming for. If anybody wants to know what that song is about or what that painting's about, that's the motherfucker right there. Okay, that is the immature side. That's the I'm little, I feel little, and now I want to make everybody else feel little, and then I'll feel big once everybody feels small. That's not a good leader. That's not a good parent, okay? That's not a good support spouse. That's not a good friend. That's not a good family member. Anybody makes you want to feel small, right? Or exploits what happens, you know, runs around, tells everybody exactly what just happened between you and them the night before. That's what we're trying to get away from. That's what spirit is getting you away from. You need to stop acting like Boys to Men or In Sync and chatting all your shit around to everybody, telling ba ba ba, okay? When just let a bitch leave and shut the fuck up about it. You know what I mean? Just stop. Just stop talking about it. Why? So you can exploit people to make yourself feel better. Well, then someone's going to exploit you. You slap somebody in the face, guess what? Karma's going to fucking smack you right back. You think you're getting your ex back by going and fucking somebody else? Just watched a fucking episode about that. Might want to stay away from doing that because people are fucking crazy, okay? So just when you think you got the one up because your ex is a dick and they broke up with you, might want to watch out because you might end up on 2020 at 6:30, okay? And not in a good way, in a casket, okay? And motherfucker, there is a goddamn casket right fucking here. Well, a gravestone anyways, okay? So cut the fucking shit out. Cut the stupid attitude, the littleness, and get into your manlyhood. Get into your womanhood. Step up. Step to the plate. Be bigger than everybody, okay? And realize how small people are, okay? How little mentality they really have, okay? How you can just say one thing and somebody's gonna think that it's about them because they probably fucked you over in some way. And a simple thing that you can say could fuck them up. And that's not really your fault. You know what I mean? But it just kind of seems like cut the cord to the immature shit. Grow up. Use your intuition. Put your fucking boundaries up. Learn some shit about the situation instead of running your fucking mouth as soon as you get the chance to protect yourself. When maybe you might realize that no one's attacking you. But if you keep shooting at everybody and acting defensive, then you're killing everybody around you and you're starting wars. Right? And I had to learn, like, I really, in the last few months, I've really had to step into my maturity and just trust that if the schedule is in a certain way, or if I don't have enough personal readings that week, I trust that the universe is going to make that right. Instead of stressing my boss out, stressing myself out, trying to find more work, trying to find more hours, trying to find more tips, trying to hustle more, I go, if the universe, they told me, I'm not scheduled for a few days and I don't got any readings, guess what? Maybe I'm just not going to do anything. Why am I going to try so fucking hard for all these things when maybe the universe is just telling me to chill the fuck out? Take 10. Take a fucking shot. Anything other than splitting yourself so fucking deep that you go into the past and start shooting a bunch of innocent fucking bystanders because you can't get into 2026. Okay. And like I said, there was a fucking reason why I did not want to do this reading right now. Look at money, 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 money. Who's making money? Someone's making money. Make some fucking money, okay? Enough with the he said, she said. Just go make some fucking money. Go make some skrill. Go make yourself feel better. Go buy yourself something, okay? Leave the crazy ass narcissists in the fucking past where they deserve to say, lock the door and get the fuck out of that house. Get out of that room. Get out of there. Get out of the whatever's dragging you down. Get away from it. And I know that that's hard, and I know that it sounds easier said than done, but like it's really not that fucking hard. It's not that, so far-fetched that you can't leave these people behind. You fucking can. It's just somebody is going to hold on to it, probably because of their trauma. And it usually always comes down to trauma. So fix your fucking trauma, I have been blessed with a wild mind. Oh, I've had this Mumford and Sons song in my head. It's one of my favorite. With a place that's safe from harm. Oh, God. You can be every little thing you wanted to know. Like, literally, you can be whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. You just have to trust and believe and leave the fucking past behind and fucking heal your wounds and say the things you want to say and get the shit off your chest you need to get off your chest. Say the right things to the right people. Don't fucking nail an entire crowd with your dirty laundry anymore when you could just say it to the motherfucking person that hurt your ass. You know what I mean? You know how many emails I put out that said, "You hurt me, love Whitney"? Okay? You hurt me, you hurt me. I'm going to let you fucking know. Whether or not you care, I don't give a shit. Whether or not you do anything about it, that's up to you. You hurt me, you hurt me. It is not easy to hurt me. I am not made of glass. I'm made of like Kevlar with this fire resistant cloak over it. Okay, so you basically can't shoot me, you can't stab me, you can't set me on fire. Okay, the only thing it could do possibly is send me up in a blimp to die in space, but I probably wouldn't even get in it, so fuck you. Okay, I don't risk my life with stupid things like air balloons and blimps, so I'm not doing that. So I don't really know how you can hurt me. I mean, words hurt. My feelings get hurt, obviously. And, you know, my feelings really only get hurt when you disrespect me. When I have gone out of my way, when I have, you know, laid it on the line for you, because that's what Whitney does. When she lays it on the line for people she loves, people she truly cares about, people that she'll go the extra mile for, if you don't thank her, if you don't at least thank her or show up, slap hands with her, give her a hug, you're going to hurt her feelings. If you hurt her feelings, she's going to cry. And if she cries, I know for a fact, anytime I ever cry, like, you know, these readings, sometimes I cry, depending on the energy. I cried one day talking about somebody the other day, you know, that really hurt my feelings. If I see that, if I even see Whitney crying, if I have to watch it, I cry instantly because it's so pure that I don't just cry because I want people to feel sorry for me, or I don't just cry because I just cry on signal. I can't just cry on signal. Okay, you have to pull something from my heart. You pull something from my heart, like you disrespect me. You walk right past me after I just put something out for you and I dedicated my time to you. I might never look at you again. And that's just straight up gangsta. That's how I've been raised, okay? Like, I give too much, and I understand that. People can't give as much as me. But if you don't at least thank me, I might fucking walk away from you and never look back. I don't regret it. I'm not going to regret it, but I'm not going to do it again. All right? Whitney's pretty badass like that, all right? She can go pretty stone cold. But I'm so full of fire that, like, that stone coldness, that cold, like, you know, can heat up really quick. And then I love you again because I love so hard and so deep that I usually don't even let people in there. Like, I don't ever even let people in my love room. My snakes are in there. My sister's in there. My fish tank's in there. There's a couple things in my love room. And that door is locked, man. I don't just let people in that room. I don't let people walk around in that room. No one's even been in my room before. Like, even with my last apartment, I didn't let people in my room. This is my sanctuary. It's where I work. This is my clear energy. I can't walk in there with your dirty shoes on and bring your filthy energy into my shit, right? You got to be protective of your boundaries, man. You gotta love yourself. And once you love yourself, all that other shit goes away. The hate, the I want to snap back at you, I got something to say, I'm going to tell everybody that I don't care about you. It all goes away. Because you don't even care to tell people that you don't care. You don't. You're just like, I'm just going to go get high. Okay? I don't want to talk about this. Just fucking walk away. All right? Be alive and happy. I don't care if everyone's pissing all around. Just be happy. Just be happy. Just smoke a little weed. Get a little drink into you. Just chill the fuck out. Okay? This world just going a little too far for me. Okay? It's a little too hyper for this girl. And you guys know, I never remember these readings. I never remember what I say because it's not me saying it. Although sometimes when I rewatch the videos, I'm like, I agree with that. Good job. Nice job, Spirit. But I don't even remember what I just said. So if anybody wants to keep shooting the messenger, go fuck yourself, because I don't even remember what I just said. Literally. I just got wiped. Gotta love Spirit. Just wipe the canvas for me. I literally don't even... I think we were third house. I don't even... Yeah. Guess we're going to the next video. All right, here we go. Next video. Where am I? Videos and movies. This is just a fucking live, man. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay, you want indicator cards? All right, last reading, yo. When I said somebody was in my house. Oh, that was a ghost. Remember, there was a ghost in my house, and nothing happened. That's just a regular day here. I've been seeing ghosts. I've been seeing ghosts like quite a bit recently. I'm pretty sure I felt one the other day too. I don't know who it was. I've kind of cleaned up the apartment a little bit and got some of these spirits out of here. But you know, I told you, I figured it out. I work beside a funeral home. Actually, I work beside 2 funeral homes, a church, and the fire department. Just call it tragedy all around me. So I think these ghosts are jumping into my car and driving home with me. You should see some of the shit that happens to me at like 12, 1 in the morning when I'm driving home from work. Oh my God. Spirit, the other night, there's a stretch of highway where it's 80, obviously, but people go 100. Okay, no one's going 80. And this motherfucker pulled out from his driveway right in front of somebody, and I was in the opposite lane coming towards them. So this guy obviously slams on his brakes. You can barely kind of even see what's happening. You can just tell by the lights. Slams on his brakes. He starts flickering his high beams, right? Because he almost can't stop. And this fucking guy pulls into my lane. I'm like, oh my God. And Spirit just... And then I'm home. Like, so much shit happens, and I think Spirit is helping me. Look at this. Look at this. You would. Oh my God. This is how funny Spirit is. I stop talking when I'm shoveling the car. Shoveling. Shovelly Joe. Okay, look at this. Death just showed up. Okay, with Awakening. We're not awakening any ghosts today, okay? As I look like the Mothman. Oh my God. I have to stop looking at death, okay? Fire passion. Ooh. Are you getting hot and heavy with a fire sign? You might be. Ooh, the fall, my favorite season. Autumn. And my favorite band is From Autumn to Ashes. Hello. That is just because the universe loves me so much. And we have magic. Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Okay. It almost kind of seems like somebody is harvesting or harnessing the last of some type of powers, the last of some type of magic. Is that the fucking treasure? Treasure just showed up. I almost feel like, man, if you're wrapping up, like if you've been poor or middle class, I don't even think there is a middle class anymore. You're either poor or you're fucking rich at this point. But I feel like there could be an increase of wealth. And this last bit of magic. Okay, so this makes sense. All right, so I was watching one of the readings the other day, and I think Chosen 144, I think, put it up. And he was talking about a phase coming in. No. It was something about money coming in for somebody so then they can stay above their bullies, their natural enemies, the evilness that's like trying to take them down, right? The universe has been granting them financial stability so then you don't slip between the cracks to where your enemies are. Okay, this is just an analogy, obviously. Okay, so he said money. And it's almost like you could have been in a situation for a while because these people were after you. So it's almost like you had to stay in the ghetto because if you were in the suburbs, they would find you there. But in the ghetto, they didn't even want to go looking. It was like, ew. Like they think automatically you live with bums that smell like urine and feces. Okay. And you're like, I pay $2,000 worth of rent every month. Thank you. Don't have any bums in my building, but awesome that that's what you think, right? It's awesome because you've been camouflaged. You've been camouflaged. Is that the Ace of Cups? No way. The Devil in Reverse, Knight of Wands. Wow. The Treasure and then the Ace of Cups with the Devil in Reverse. And you get the pizza. You know what I mean? Like, it gets delivered because the devil can't take it. He's in reverse. That's the last of this magic. Six of Cups in reverse. Okay, so you have somebody in your past, like could be like ancient fucking times ago, okay, that has corrupted your money, your treasure. Truth with treasure. And heart. Truth, treasure, and heart. So, the truth with the money, with the love. Wow. You know what? I think you're supposed to marry rich. I think you marry into money. Or money gets delivered to you. It's right here. It's treasure. And treasure, the thing is treasure can be a lot of things. It can be an inheritance coming in. You have treasure. You're set up. Boom. Okay, from somebody else's spouse. Could be you meet somebody. You have no idea that they're fucking popping rich. They don't tell you. And then you marry them. And they're like, by the way, I own like 5 islands. And you're like, what? Okay, it's like somebody's secret wealth. I think this person's even in your life right now. You might even be dating them and you don't even know that they have money. Now that's somebody trying to find true love right there. By not telling them anything that you have, by completely blindsiding them, then you know for real what they want. If they really want you or if they want your money. So this man or this person does not talk about their money. They do not talk about their money affairs. I don't think they talk about much. And that would be a very humbled person. Keeps things to themselves. They don't need to show off or brag to anybody. They don't need to tell anybody anything, especially with their love life. They do not tell people they have money. They do not tell people they're rich. They do not tell, and I don't, that's the thing is what is rich? Okay, rich is supposed to be a word that describes dessert and chocolate. Okay, not financial status. Okay, so, this would be the man that sits at the end of a hard day and has an old fashioned and smokes a cigar and stares at the lake. That's the kind of man that I can see in my head. Somebody who's very mature, like just enjoy it. Once their hard day is done, they fucking sit down and they enjoy it. Total peace, no phone, no music, just relaxation, true unwinding of the mind. Okay. So this person, I can see them. I don't know really what they look like, but it's almost like I can see their attitude. I can see their aura. I can see what they bring. I can see they almost have like this little bowl of like nuts beside them, and they're old fashioned and their cigar, and they're just have their legs crossed, and there could be a fire in front of them, and then there's a lake in front of there, and you're just like, wow. And they're just not saying anything. This person is very quiet. That's maybe why you don't know how rich they are, because they don't talk about it. They don't drive it around. They don't exploit themselves. They're very humble, very subtle. I heard subtle. I heard to say humble. I heard subtle. So I'll just say both. Humble, subtle, because they're in their energy. They're not wearing somebody else's coat, like they're in their flesh suit, and they're proud of who they are, and they work hard. And those people that are like, well, I work hard, so I play hard. Honey, give it up. Okay? You're working that hard because you want to go out and fucking spend your money and act like an idiot. Those who really work hard save their fucking money. They don't blow their money because they just work their ass off to get it. Okay? So I feel like this person, this pizza delivery has a very mature stamp on it. It's like the ultimate men's club. Okay, I just saw some type of name engraved in wood. Okay, so they go to places where their name is engraved in wood. Okay, like they have a locker and it says their name in gold-plated plaque. Okay, this person doesn't fuck around. So it's a very big delivery because you were a part of some of the greasiest magic to keep you away from meeting people like this. Okay. So now it's like you elevate. You elevate, your business elevates, your maturity elevates, you elevate. You finally get into the rich man's club. You finally get the good cologne. I don't know, but look at this. 2 twos just showed up together. The 2 of dice and the 2 of strands, which is the 2 of wands. So I know that somebody is definitely looking for a new direction. And the 2 of wands often depicts that. It's a direction you have to go in. You can't go in both, right? Maybe your heart is pulling you in one way and your mind is pulling you in the other. And there's somebody who wants to go, but they don't know which way to go. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? So there's definitely plans. Okay, whether the universe is making plans around you, if somebody is making plans around you, somebody is making plans. They just don't know if they choose left or they choose right. Okay, but it's got something to do with you. And actually, I just saw the word fire, and it appeared as the word fear. So somebody is very, I don't think they're scared, but there's fear there of something being real because you don't know all the information. because you don't know they have money, whatever this money is, okay? Because you don't know that, it's pure. Because they know you don't have all the information. So it's not tainted, right? Now we have winter. Like, I do feel like this person is a little cold. You know, they're a little, maybe you might think like they're a little standoffish or they're a little cold, okay? Because they don't say much, okay? But I actually feel like they feel a lot. They just don't speak. It's not that they're not going to, because they are. They do speak. Wow. What the fuck? Almost all seasons have shown up. I just want to say that. Okay, so wherever somebody is headed to, if this makes sense, you're headed into a cycle that is going to go on for a little while. Okay, you're passing seasons. Seasons are going to change. Okay. There's a very bad hex that was placed on you. Okay. And it manifested through a very large part of your life. This hex. Somebody blaming you for something, somebody pointing the finger at you for something, banishing you, hexing you, cursing you, yelling at you. You're the fucking problem. You're the person that did everything. It's something that they just can't seem to get their fucking filthy finger out of pointing it at you. Okay? And that's the part of this hex that's fucking with somebody, because it's that point, that judgment, that you do this, you do that, you get down, you get on your hands and knees, do this for me. That's what's been manifesting through this person's life, which is why a lot of things have been kept from them. Okay? And yeah. And it's so, okay, so that means that somebody comes into your life, okay, or however way the analogy goes, and they don't judge you. They don't judge you for anything. Maybe this person has been down that road before. There's obviously going to be things that they see in you that they saw in themselves, which is why you're different, which is why they don't tell you anything, which is why this whole scheme that they got going on in their head actually really does work out. It might seem weird. It might seem like so unethical, okay, but it works for them. And it's going to work for you, because somehow you're going to end up passing all their tests, okay? And they find out pretty quick that it's not about their money that brings you in. Because you don't even know about it. You don't really know what they're worth. You don't know what they have. You don't know. There's a lot there. There's a lot in that chest. I'm going to say that right now. Okay, and it's money in a lot of different ways. It's not just one thing that they have. They have a lot of things that equal out. You know, it's like if they liquidated all their assets, there's like jewelry, cars, weapons, okay, houses, gold. There's a lot of shit, okay? It's not just one thing. Okay? And when they start communicating with you, it's a big deal, because you're going to have to put a lot of the pieces together on your own, because they are very cryptic. Okay? They are very... I'm only going to give you the pieces of the puzzle. They're not going to give you the outside of the box so then you know what it looks like. Have you ever done one of those puzzles before? And you're like, fuck the box. I don't even want to know what it looks like. I'm just going to do it on my own. All the power to you. Amazing to do that. Just know that not everybody can do that. Okay? So maybe that's why they do have a problem, or they are single. They have had a problem meeting somebody, because not a whole lot of people can put the puzzle together without the box. And most people rely on the box. again, because they don't speak, they don't say too many things. It's almost like you're going to have to, like, it's almost as if they can't hear. You're going to have to sign language to them. There's definitely a barrier there. Okay. And because you can sign language, like, you're going to have to read their energy. Maybe that's what I'm getting. You're going to have to read their energy. And the fact that you do read their energy lets them know that you're paying attention. Because maybe most people don't really pay attention to them and what they need and how they are. It seems like people around them, they need somebody that's so obvious. You need to tell me how you feel all the time. You need to be constantly showing me that you love me. Some people can't do that. Some people can't make it a priority to show you how much they care every day, right? It's just something that you're going to have to trust. So maybe they're going to be nonverbal for even majority of your relationship. That's why Spirit's like, all right, get that communication board out right now. All right, get that Ouija board out, get that whiteboard out, get that chalkboard out. We're going to have to communicate in a different way here, people, because this motherfucker won't open up his mouth, but yet keeps the door locked. So I don't really know what's going on. Okay. And it's a little bit part of the spell. Okay. Like I don't know what somebody did to you, what they put on to you, but let me just say that you remember when I try to say, people, please be careful what you wish for, because this would be a for instance, somebody puts some type of spell on you, they hex you, right? You can't find love, no one's ever gonna love you, and then they see you with a gorgeous millionaire. Kind of told you not to do the spell regarding money, but you did it anyways. So you might have took some money away from me. Oh, boo-hoo, I'm so poor. Now I'm a millionaire, so thank you? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Like, do I look this gift horse in the mouth that just kicked me, but then gave me $1 million because they're an idiot? That's this. Okay. Fucking stupid people. Don't do black magic. I try to tell you, don't do black magic, because it's going to bounce back and you're going to get hit with it and you're going to lose everything while that motherfucker's going to go right to the top of the mountain. And they're going to pass go and they're going to collect their $200 and then they're going to hit that fucking pass go again. And then there's going to keep pass and go. And there's going to keep collecting because you took money away from them. And your little spell worked for a little while because you wanted to be an asshole and a bitch. And you wanted to manifest money that really wasn't yours. So you manifested it from somebody else's pocket. And now that bitch is now that bitch is rich. That's what I heard in my head. It's real when spirit rhymes it. Okay. That's my indicator. Did I just rhyme? That means it's real. Okay. Again, the universe is not lazy. They line those words up in my mouth for a reason. Okay. So take it how it resonates. And thank you for being here. Okay. Security. Yeah, I think this is pretty secure now. Secret, yeah. Yeah. I just heard Fargo. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Okay. There's a secret here, yeah? And nobody gets to know about it, yeah? Just you. So, obviously they're not obsessed with you anymore. They're not watching this video. They have no idea that you're being lined up with fucking Richie Rich over here. Okay. And maybe they shouldn't do black magic. So anyways, people, peace out. Have a good night. Have a good day. Wonderful to see you all. And I will be back most likely tomorrow. All right. Peace out, y'all.